Hello everyone, Zelarinth here, and today I've seen they announced the next Destined banner, and this is one that actually think is a fairly decent one that is coming up. And this is actually coming up alongside right after we had the one where you had the selector where you can pick the two units that you want to target, as well as having a Tristan on banner. So it's actually a really good, like they having a lot of good stuff, more new players coming out back to back to back. It looks to be and it probably partially because of the half anniversary. So if you are new, this is a very good opportunity to get yourself off to a good start. Now, I had talked a little bit at my last video on sort of Convallaria on the one where you can pick the two units in the Destined banner. If you're brand new to me, especially now that we know what this banner is, having Gloria and Auguste, if you have not selected the units to target on that one, two of the good units to target would be Inanna and Coco. First, getting Inanna for that extra turn capability, as well as having a really good healer, as well as Coco having that really good defensive and all the buffs that you can get off of her. And then you can have this banner where you can go for one of the top DPSs in Auguste, as well as a very good support and slash DPS in Gloria. So this is like the first time where a Destined banner really is starting to show its value. Now, if you're a more veteran player and maybe missing some of these units, this may still not be the best banner to utilize your time on. And that is because in the future and currently with Auguste, you can go for Tristan, and Tristan fills enough of the similar role that you don't really need Auguste if you have Tristan at this point. If you're already kind of established with multiple teams, maybe just not having him. It's kind of the same thing with Gloria. If you've already got lots of supports like or like Terror, you got Terror, Coco, and all the others, Inanna, Gloria is potentially an easier skip here as well, even though she is still one of the best. And the big reason for that is there is a unit that can do a lot of her capabilities that will be coming up in the future. Now, they're a ways off, but one unit that we will be getting, which is right here, is going to be the alternate version of Inanna in the future. Now, I'm not going to go over her complete kit. I haven't reviewed it in all essence yet, and the translations have been a little bit difficult to read as when I'm going through it. But from everything I've seen and heard on her and the little bit I can tell, she is going to be basically a power creep to Gloria, as well as having a mix of capabilities similar to her normal self. And so she kind of power creeps both of them in that capacity. And she would be the unit that you can specifically target in the future. And this banner is a decently easy one to skip if you've already got your teams kind of set up. That's kind of the big thing at this point, depending on how new you are, in my opinion. If you're not brand new and you just missed Gloria at the very beginning and you started maybe a couple weeks in, but you have Coco, you have Terror, you have Sophia, maybe you don't have Auguste, but you just got Tristan now, and you have a couple other units, you have everything you need to do the Tower of Adversity and all the content. And so this may be an opportunity for you to save up your pulls, because we also have alternate Sophia coming up, who is going to be a very good support to pick up. And then we also have Convallaria, which is a really good damage dealer that will be coming up as well. And then after that, you'll have some time to kind of save up, because to me, and I haven't gone over their kits yet, most of the units from the Mage patch, which I think there's four or five of them, are actually going to be, to me, optional, more optional in terms of getting. None of them feel like must-gets, kind of like a Nana or a Coco or a Tear. And one reason I think those are going to be a good point to skip a lot of them, unless you like the specific units, is because after that we do have a lot of really good units coming out right after them. After the mages, like right now we have alternate Inanna. That's going to be an absolute must pick up. Like, she's going to be the biggest. She's more important than Terror, which you've already heard of me on Terror. She is better. She's better than Terror in terms of pull value. So she's like the next must get. But there's also a lot of other good units coming up. And it may be just that I like some of them aesthetically. But we have a unit that we've all got to see in the story coming up, which is the brother, one of the brothers. He's coming up. We've had a little bit of experience with this kit. I don't know why it's not translating it here. But we have him. And then we have another really good unit. And I have not dug into their kits, but I've seen that they are pretty good on what they're able to do. And they will be people that I will be pulling for sure. We have her, Ayasha, Her kit looks pretty good. And so we have quite a bit of good stuff coming up. So I don't think it's necessary for people that are established but maybe missing Gloria and Auguste at this point. I think it's up to you at this point in that one. Do you really like the characters? Like I may, if I didn't have Gloria and Auguste, I probably would want to pull on this banner just simply because I do like the Union, and the Union are my favorite team members, and we aren't going to really have any in the future. But if you're also a big Aria fan, which is another thing, I like Aria too, the main one, we're going to have a lot of those units coming up. So it's kind of just really dependent on what factions you like at this point if you are established. You don't have to have every unit in the game. Even though I have Gloria, I have Coco, I have Terror, I have like all the supports. There's a point where I have so many. I mean, I have to have DPS out there, so I only can use so many of the units. And so some of them will be dropped off, so there is no need to have every single one of them for the content. But yeah, this is a decent banner, though. I think if you are new to the game, you are in a good position with the current banner to select 2 units. My opinion would be to go for Coco as well as an Inanna. You have this one that you can get some DPS. You can get the Gloria support. You can get a lot of coverage on a lot of things. That basically sets you up with one decent team right off the bat if you're new. But yeah, that covers everything here. I don't really have much else to say. I plan to try and get another video out this weekend on the next unit that I have not covered yet, which will be, I believe it's Levita, this mage here. I will be going over her kit. She is a breaker unit, quite a bit different than other breaker units we've had, but we'll kind of go through that over the weekend when I get the chance. And then after her, we'll kind of start going through the rest of them. We have her, which she's kind of the Cole replacement. Then we have the Defender Flower unit. I believe she has summons as well. And then right after that, I haven't even looked at this person's kit yet, but all of them to me look to be easier skips. I've seen a couple of them on tier lists. They seem a little bit lower. I haven't looked through the kits to really make my own determination, but in my opinion, I do plan to skip all the units on this patch just because of how good the following patch is looking. And I just like the faction. Like, I like the 2 core factions of Union and Iria, and so those are the ones that I like. And they seem to have the best of the units as well, with all of the units that came out now at the Crimson Knights will be finishing up after Convallaria. We know the order, and we're getting Chia and Shaq Lulu for free, which is nice because those were some of the easiest skips but of the group. But we'll be getting those for free, which will be kind of nice there. But yeah, I'm going to continue covering them. I know I'm been pretty slow on getting sort of Convallaria content out. I've just been really busy, and Girls Frontline just keeps having more and more stuff come out for me to cover. But yeah, I have, for anyone that thinks I have not quit, I am continuing to play it to keep myself up to date on it. I'm actually really liking the new content they've added in right now. It's actually been playing a little bit more on the event side of things. I'm actually almost done with it versus trying to do it last second, which is pretty nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like my content, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.